If only for curious minds. You know, I was gonna stay in a Cracker Jack or Cracker Barrel restaurant parking lot down in Sacramento, and I got to Sacramento, and needless to say, it was roasting hot. And I thought, what am I thinking? Am I crazy? So I talked to my client, and he's real familiar with Lake Tahoe, and he said, just go up to Tahoe. You won't have a problem finding a place to camp, put your camper overnight, and you could park in a casino or do whatever. And I got up here to Lake Tahoe, and it's a zoo. I stopped at this parking lot where there was a Kmart and a supermarket and a Starbucks, and it was just absolutely crazy. It was a zoo. So I decided to meander my way into the town of South Lake Tahoe, which is where I am right now. And in doing so, I found the campground where I'm going to be staying for 4 nights next week. And curiosity got the best of me, and I thought that I would come in and check this place out. So this is it. This is the campground. This is the city campground here in Lake Tahoe, and it's rather nice, to be quite honest with you. And just off in the distance, I can actually see the lake. Well, trying to find a place to do some work, that's a challenge in and by itself. Starbucks was just packed, and just everything else. And so when push comes to shove, oftentimes what you do is you look for a public library, and that's what I did. So look at this is the campground host. That's their camp spot right there amongst the pines. But so I decided to look for a library, a public library, and I found the public library. And incidentally, it is right next door to the library's right next door to the campground. Literally right next door. So I was wondering if they actually had parking at the library, because libraries, people on vacation, quite often they're not bothering to go to the people on vacation aren't bothering to go to the public library. So usually the library is a good bet to find internet when you're traveling, and a relatively quiet place to work. Now, the library parking lot is right up here, and I don't know what this is. This is a group of something or another getting ready for who knows what this is going to be. But anyway, looks like they're making pasta. What are you making? Pasta? Pasta?
Oh dear, don't that, please.
Wow.
We're watering the tree.
Is this a group, like a church group or something?
Oh, it's a family.
A family?
Family and friends.
Wow, wonderful. All right. So there you got they got a big reservation going on. But anyway, so going back to the library, I asked the guy at the front gate of the campground, who wasn't all too friendly, if they had parking, for my rig over here at the library. And he just kind of said, no, they don't. And I thought, well, I'll look. People tell me no more times than not. I don't always listen. So I came over and look at the spot that I found. Skip Smith. Skip Smith would be proud of me. I become like a professional parker, with my camper. Look at this spot right here. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to spend the night here, but boy, if I could sneak in and spend the night here, that would be that would be something else. But you see, so I saw a little opening between these trees, and I just kind of worked it in. You see that? So I just worked in the camper right amongst these trees. And I think I once heard a saying that says it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. So there is my spot. Nice shady spot. And I could ride my unicycle to the lake. But for right now, it's time to buckle down and do a little work. So for curious minds, that's the update on the situation here in South Lake Tahoe, where I'll be for the next week.